From Steve Slayton to Pat White to Pat McAfee, they love their Mountaineers in Morgantown. And in a place known for Yan Dogs and pepperoni rolls, probably some liquid refreshments, the Mountaineer faithful ready to go here in Morgantown. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the UCF Knights, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers. 48 I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Here he comes with the return. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Knights' offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. And as this star running back comes onto the field, everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get it. The defense knows it. Doing something... It's quite a different thing.
It's hard to stop him. He's hard to handle because he can do it in so many ways. He can run by you. He can run through you. He really has the whole package, and that's why he's a superstar, and that's why they'll feed him early and often.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the grab on the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets him 30-plus.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
The Knights are threatening in the red zone. The give to the tailback. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up a play-action game.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So West Virginia's offense will go to work for the first time today. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive day, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
Yeah, best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
Makes his connection. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Wilkins. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Off he goes. At the 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires to the big fella. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Mountaineers are on the move.
First down, West Virginia.
Trying to find his man on first down. It's complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. On second down, looking to throw. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. It's 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line. He wants to throw. Finds his back in the middle.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator. Giving his quarterback an easy throw is something he can see and something that he knows he can complete.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Turns it on in midfield. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. They'll give it to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's got to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass and make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Stokes. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, the ground game. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. The Knights are in the red zone. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. From the red zone, looking for a space. That's caught. It's Stokes. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Knights!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. All by himself down the middle. The 30. 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, West Virginia.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
All wideouts, no backs. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Offensive players know where the ball is going. Defensive players don't. Great job by the DB adjusting to the football, seeing it, playing the wide receiver, and making sure he can't catch the football.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He wants to take the top off. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll leave it with the lone back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Fires left. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Leaves it with the back. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCF!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7.
That makes the score. UCF 21, West Virginia 7.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
To kick off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He finds his man. They get him down after he makes the catch. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Wilkins. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. Slips one guy, now he's loose. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. Snap in the shotgun. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Mountaineers want to crank the tempo. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. Better defense when the 3's coming soon.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're trying to get to it. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. He's going to take off. Snatches it on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Knights will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. Dropping back, it's Wilkins. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
After the short completion, it's now second down.
Well, they're throwing this one to the running back out on the perimeter of the field. They didn't get it to him quick enough, though, so he literally had to tap dance there on the sidelines, make sure he was in bounds when he caught it, and just pick up a few yards.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Down, West Virginia.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
The Mountaineers want to move quickly.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After they couldn't connect, it's second and 10. They're going to throw it again. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. To the air, it's Wilkins. Quickly out to the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. If you don't convert on this fourth down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
First down, West Virginia.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up second and 3. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's going to pass on second down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Coming after it. What a snag by the defense. Got him down quickly.
by West Virginia.
Man, do you have to take care of the ball down here, and they didn't. They'll mark it at the 27. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Going up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Knights. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Open.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Now on second down. Looking downfield, it's Wilkins. Quickly to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And the Mountaineers will punt it away on fourth down. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or you trust him right away.
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get landed up.
Deep shot for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Oh, I bet the QB is steaming because he did an awesome job. He drops back, and he can tell he's got the matchup he wants on the outside. He's got an open receiver, throws it to him. Great ball right through his hands. Missed opportunity for a big play. Missed opportunity for a touchdown.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. Finds his man. It's Stokes. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Let's see what they do on third down. They'll try to run for it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic. Relying
on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. Operating in the red zone here on second down. To the ground with the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wants to go up top. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
UCF 35, West Virginia 17.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the field. Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been...
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
It's complete. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Mountaineers moving quickly to the line.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Wilkins. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Got room on the return. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Knights. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable fourth quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan is currently trailing in this one, but if history has taught us anything over the years, it's that closing out the maize and blue inside the big house is not easy.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Soft spot in the middle.
It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Maryland. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll come out throwing on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together, run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready, they were fast, they were physical. They dominated this football game.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
They want to just keep throwing it. It's complete. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they take it in for 6 more points. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
And into the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Quarterback checking off. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. He's looking to throw. Got it! Touchdown, UCF! And the route is on. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that